a Republican by the name of Stuart Stevens basically called his party and Trump frauds. Check it out.
So now we have these federal troops. You have my home state of Mississippi sends 200 National Guards. The murder rate in Jackson, Mississippi is 3 times that of Washington, D.C. I mean, if the governor steps out of his house, which is in downtown Jackson, he's at much greater risk than he is walking around D.C. So the whole thing is complete fraud. And it's just astounding to me that Republicans who railed against this kind of thing haven't called this out more.
So as you saw and heard him say there, while Trump and the Republicans are running around blue states and cities talking about we need to do something about this crime by sending in the National Guards and things like that, he says in my own state of Mississippi, which is a red state, he says, any Republican basically would probably be unalived there in Mississippi faster than they would be in Washington, D.C. So he's basically calling them a fraud because it's like, yeah, y'all need to sweep around your own front door before you go lying on other people. Now, is crime high in those other places that Trump is going to be romping and stomping in? Sure. But to Stuart Stevens' point, hey, Republican states got a lot of issues in regards to the murder rate and violent crime rate, right? And when I looked, it said that Louisiana, Alaska, and New Mexico have the highest crime rates. Now, New Mexico is considered purple, depending on how people vote, right? It could go red, it could go blue. Alaska is Republican driven, and we know that Louisiana is a Republican state, right? A red state. And there's a whole host of other ones like Texas, right? Texas is not doing well in regards to keeping the crime rate down. But Trump nor the Republicans are talking about ramrodding into those states and getting the crime under control. Now, we know why that is. They want to stick it to the Democrats and, say, oh, they're not on top of their game. Well, if you look at the numbers, and they say numbers don't lie, it depends on who's doing the numbers, right? Anyway, I digress. But yeah, depending on if you're looking at the numbers, ain't nobody doing that well. But how is it that the Republicans are being left off of the list? We need to send the National Guards in there and get things under control. And it's not even just in black communities because, some of them trailer parks go off with the foolishness, right? But yeah, I'm glad that he is calling a thing, right? And saying, hey, we're not going to be self-righteous. Now, I should also say that while he, being Stuart Stevens, is a Republican, he says, I'm not a Trumpian, right? I don't roll with Trump and them. I'm not a yes man. I'm going to call things out and all kind of stuff. Now, he's been in the game for a very long time. He's worked on campaigns of Bob Dole, the Bushes, and Mitt Romney and a whole host of other people, right? So, yeah, John McCain is one of them. So he's like, I'm about this life, but I don't like what I see from the Republican Party because it's fraudulent and it's foolishness. So anyway, y'all let me know what you think of that. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and